This is it. This is the last wash of WKL 2584 under my ownership. Well, technically it's no longer my ownership, under my ownership, because earlier today we already did the JPJ thumbprint. This car is now officially under the name of its new owner, and I'm just merely the caretaker until he takes delivery of the car. So this is it. My 2-year journey as the owner of this car has officially come to an end. And as I record this at this very moment, in fact, I'm no longer the owner of this car. Just earlier today, I met with the buyer, who is now the owner. We did the JPJ thumbprint formalities. So if you were to look at the JPJ database right now, you would see that WKL 2584 is no longer registered under my name. But the owner has asked me to hang on to the car for a while longer because he wants to pick it up later at a more auspicious date. So I've taken the opportunity to bring this car back here so that the EvoClub Car Wash crew can give it a proper cleanup before I hand it over. And I always like to give the cars that I sell a proper send-off. Right? I always like to ensure that when I sell a car to someone, I've had it all serviced, all done up, all cleaned up, so that when they get the car, they can enjoy it like it is brand new. I think of it as a gesture of my appreciation for the car, for its service, for the memories that it has made together with me during my time as an owner. To me, it's a ritual. I practiced this since I was selling the Wajah. Okay, I didn't do this with the Persona because that one I was selling it to dealers, but with this Blue E39, where my ownership period is brief but meaningful, well, it is only natural that now I figured that it's time to let it go. I have to let it go in its best possible shape. A lot of people say, Untong lah, next owner, everything I fix for him. Others say I'm so high. But please, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Am I doing the right thing or am I being so high? Okay, so now this car officially holds the title of being the car that I've owned for the shortest period of time. But what a transformation it has undergone in that period of time. See, when I first got this car, the paint was faded, the lights were yellow, interior was all stained. Well, I took care of all of that. Fresh coat of paint by, of course, none other than my ever-trusted PDL AutoWorks. Headlights enhanced by CSB Pro, so now at night, these lights are as bright as that of any modern car. This car also came with a set of 18-inch wheels that looked great, but because they were of the wrong offset, they needed spacers, and well, it affected the car's handling in a way I did not like. So I swapped in these 17-inch style 66 wheels that were originally fitted to my silver E39. I think these wheels look better here against the darker color of this car, whereas the silver E39 now is wearing the BBS RS 740 wheels really, really nicely. I've also changed the tail lights of this car. Initially, this car actually came with retrofit tail lights. Let me explain. Now, as we all know, the E39 taillight design differed greatly between the pre and post facelift designs. Most people prefer the more sophisticated look of the facelift design, and many owners of the pre-facelift cars actually try to convert theirs into this look. Problem, however, is that they are not plug and play convertible. The voltages, the current that comes from the body wiring to the tail lights are totally different. And if you try to fit these into a pre-facelift E39, you will come across two problems. One, it won't physically go in because the opening is slightly different. One. Two is that the wiring is not compatible. So what happened was that Hella, which is the original equipment manufacturer of E39 taillights, developed a retrofit kit that allowed owners of the pre-facelift E39 to convert their cars to have the facelift look. Now, the surprise is that when I bought this car, the taillight that came with this car was actually that of the retrofit kit and not the original facelift taillight. You see, the funny thing is that even between the retrofit kit and the facelift taillight, between those two, they are also not plug and play convertible. So if you were to put the retrofit kit taillight into a facelift car and you connect, the taillights won't function properly. It's that simple. So I found that there was a lot of cut and join in the taillight wiring, and what I did was I bought these original facelift taillights, installed them, and I undid all the wiring modifications. So that was one of the MCO lockdown DIY projects that I was particularly proud of to have undertaken during that time. Now, of course, the highlight of this car, so this is of course the best part of this car. It's beautifully reupholstered interior by DK Schweitzer. I still remember the brief I gave them when I redesigned this interior was that I wanted something Alpina inspired and I wanted white color. So they delivered, and my God, such spectacular results. It immediately transformed the look and feel of this car's interior from a bare bones kosong spec car to one that exudes proper luxury. I'm incredibly proud of what was done here. Now, I would fully acknowledge that this is not 100% done by my satisfaction, but it has lifted the car's atmosphere considerably. Now, I want to draw your attention to the center console. This is changed. Before this was a lid that can be opened. Now, it's only able to slide forward. So if you see an E39 center console, either with a phone here or with this slot here, there's no storage box on it. It only slides forward and back. If you are shopping for used parts, this is what they call the M Sport center console. And I've also changed this. This is a common failure point of many E39s, this slidable lid. And here I've also transplanted the cup holder that was previously from my 520i to put here. And just a quick plug, you may recall from an earlier video that I am developing a wireless Qi charger to be put into this slot, so that would give future E39 owners, if you install it, the opportunity to have wireless charging on the go. And it's fast charging. I am testing a prototype unit in my 520i. Basically, I can run Waze or I can play videos on the go while it maintains the charge level on the phone. Now, this is another enhancement that I've done to this car, the Xtron's head unit. So this design actually mimics an original high-spec screen option available in the E39 that was not fitted in this car. It has the period correct look that I want. Honestly, this thing here really transformed the driving experience of this car, because with this, we now have reverse camera integration, we now have Bluetooth integration. So driving this car now, it feels like a complete modern car driving experience. Now, right here, this was the cooling coil that was previously fitted to this car. Now, in my experience owning my two E39s, I've always felt that the silver car had much colder aircon than this one. Now, initially, I thought that, hey, maybe because the silver car is locally assembled, they specified a more powerful aircon to account for our Malaysian weather, because after all, Proton has the coldest aircons in Malaysia, right? But I also noticed that the difference is so stark that cannot be it, because you see, in the silver car, that car's aircon is like fucking sejuk beku. You know, I can set to 22 or 24 degrees Celsius. I step out of the car, my glasses fall. This car, I can set it to 18 degrees Celsius and it still feels like a fucking oven inside. So cannot be. And what I did was we tried topping up aircon gas a few months ago, and yeah, well, the aircon was cold and it quickly became not cold again. So obviously there is a leak somewhere, and we found that it was through the cooling cord. So I got this fixed at Jewel Aircon in Kuchai Lama, a highly recommended shop. The owner Asing is, well, he is one of those typical Chinese mechanics, speaks Cantonese, colorful vocabulary, and but honest guy, no nonsense. He knows his shit. I've sent Alfa Romeos to him. I've sent Volvos to him. He does a consistently good job at a reasonable price. So I can't recommend him enough. So if your car has aircon problems, you're looking for somebody to solve aircon problems, Google Ju Aircon Kuchai Lama. He is the go-to guy that I highly recommend. Just like my regular site in PJ, who I send my cars for regular service. So site also had a go to service the engine. He did help me do a full oil change. He checked the undercarriage. So this car is healthy as a horse. And he also helped me to repair this rear door, because earlier on, the rear door opener was failing. The rear door lock mechanism entirely was failing. So he changed that for me. And yeah, so the new owner will not have the same kind of difficulties in opening this door as I had. All right, so this is it. After I end this video, it would be my final time driving this car. And after this, it would be sitting in the porch for a few days waiting to be collected by its new owner. Am I sad? Nope, that is not yet. Will I miss this car? Absolutely. Absolutely. Do I think I will regret this decision? I hope not. But here's the thing, right? As car enthusiasts, the decision of selling a car, it's always an emotional one. It's not quite the same as selling, other possessions, because as car enthusiasts, we bond with our cars at an emotional level. So selling a car, when you have that kind of emotional bond, it's always something you do with a bit of a heavy feeling in your heart. But sometimes you know that it's just right. It's just the right thing to do. All right. And I invite you to share in the comment section your experience, right? When you sold a car that had sentimental meaning to you. I mean, a car that served more, that was more than just an appliance, but you know that you would miss the car. You know it was a difficult decision to sell, but you sold it anyway, right? Comment below. Okay, so if you enjoyed today's video, give it a like. And if you have not yet done so, would greatly appreciate it if you can subscribe to my channel. Even better, if you can hit the little notification bell so that YouTube will be able to inform you the next time I upload a new video. Remember, your subscription is a form of support that keeps me going so that I can continue to produce new content on a regular basis, with the hopes of benefiting you guys with more knowledge and insights that I have. And of course, do check out the channels of all my other fellow Horizon presenters as well. All those guys in the intro video, yeah, you can go, please go and subscribe to all of them. And remember, every Monday night, Bobby, Thomas, Tana and myself are live to answer your car buying questions. So yeah, you can just go to Horizon Facebook or any of our YouTube channels, shoot us a question, and car buying or car maintenance or car whatever related questions, and we will answer you live on social media. And of course, if you need specialized cleaning or detailing services on your cars, you can always count on us at EvoClub Car Wash. You can contact us here to find out what are our latest offers and packages that may suit your needs. All right, so That's for today. Until my next video, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.